The Bone Man, Part 8. Oh, shit! Digger giggles, putting his hand over his mouth. The collective, with a look of shock. If this is Angie, all night game is going to be interesting, Sherm remarks with a proud tone. Who tightened the bitch bolt on Darth Vagina over here? Josh, with a sarcastic tone, uses his thumb to point at her. Nolan raises his hand, putting his head down. Wasn't easy, had to go in and torque it by hand. He received a slap in the arm from Angie. I earned that. The car whips through curves as they leave the mainstay of town altogether and into the back roads of the valley, where the forest grips the narrow lanes. Sherm slows the metal monster as they come to a dense fog which lays in the same place every night. Not very deep, but for its size it is always slow going, given the amount of deer that tend to lay inside of it. The bead lamps only pierce a measly few feet ahead as the white-gray blanket swirls in strange windless patterns. The rest grow quiet, all of them keeping a weather eye out for any obstructions or other animals that may come jutting out in front of them. Too many accidents on this stretch of road. They can all see as the right side clears of trees, the dark shadows of the old foundry, a jagged gaping maw against the black backdrop of the valley walls. They drive away, leading back, littered with decay, wreaths of flowers for those unhappy and unfortunate folk that the road had laid claim to, rotting away like memory. Always small plastic cups with candles that burned dimly. They all had come to the conclusion some mysterious groundskeeper put new ones out every so often as a kindness, which is a soft comfort to them, even if it's an illusion, the idea that someone would give such care to anyone in grief. The fog breaks into clear, crisp night as Sherman speeds up over the first of many rolling hills. In the rear view, the same mist stays at the back. Sherm can easily reason a low-lurking cold air rolling across the trench of the road, making in the valley. Nolan notices it too. He just puts his head back in the moment as they chatter amongst themselves. He takes care, even at the elevated speed, keeping watch on the road with quick glances to the mirror. As he slows for a deep curve, the red taillights bounce off the mist back at the truck with a On a glance to the mirror in the middle of the windshield, he can see the outline of a figure set upon the tailgate, facing forward. He can't make out any features as the light is to the figure's back, and all he can see is a hood of some sort. Out of sheer reaction, he slams on the brakes, causing Nolan to sling forward and brace himself against the dash. "Dude!" Nolan yelps, then laughs, thinking it's a prank by his brother. "I swear I saw..." Pausing, they check the rear view, and there is nothing on the truck bed. It's empty, and he cannot see anything in the road behind them. Ugh, must have been a trick of light or something. Sherm says, shaking his head, taking the car into drive again. "Great, he's starting already. Save the creepy shit for the game, would you?" Josh spouts out, readjusting his position in the back seat. The entire party groan in agreement as they have suspicious thoughts about the horrors he has in store for them. So what's the scoop on the bloodbath coming up anyways? Angie is just as excited and asking the questions for her fame and fortune, hopefully to survive again. Sherm gets a thoughtful look as to suggest Sherman gets a thoughtful look as to suggest a mulling around of ideas to give them any hints at all. "You're gonna dry bang us with the Bone Man, aren't ya?" Nolan nearly begging his brother to spill some detail at all, as Sherm chuckles. A sudden loud bang comes from under the wide hood of the truck, causing Sherm to jerk the wheels, sending the occupant into one another. He manages to get the truck off the road in the same motion as far as he can, so if any other vehicles comes, he will not be causing an accident. White smoke rolls out from the edges as Sherm turns off the now hissing engine. "Oh, what the fuck?" Nolan yells out as his brother angrily throws open the door, nearly ripping the hood off as he yanks it upward, getting a face full of hot steam. God damn it, they can hear him roar. Taking careful assessment that they all exit the car. "Bad?" Nolan asks as the rest stay off the road to the side of the truck. "Oh yeah, radiator pump just went. Lines are shot." "Great, looks like we're walking the rest of the way." Nolan gets loud enough for the rest of them to hear. They grab their bags. "My phone is dead," she says sadly. "We left ours at the house." Josh and Digger in unison. "Same." The last two comply to their hand in the walk home. Sherm takes a small, dim flashlight from the glove box and closes the hood. The truth of all matter, of manner in the great wide universe, is the idea that there is no order. How easy the spectacular, although microscopic machinations of gods can be disguised as random happenstance. Just the outcome of a random tumbling of dice, making the truly horrible plans seem as unavoidable accidents. If there is a process of choice, who, with any clairvoyance, could ever sort through the devious, overlapping nonsense but before intent of fate? So the right place is always wrong or right based on the point of view, while timing is the crucial hinge. In this case, the place is the rolling serpentine road in the back hills of Nowhere Town, where this particular group of friends follow behind a small oval beam of barely alive light. Sherm out in front, making certain to call out any sudden low shoulders, an unfortunate carcass, or hazard to the road. Nolan holding Angie's hand in the next line, while Digger, then Josh complete. Taking their time, as the night is not unpleasant, the air just warm enough to be comfortable, which for the season is unreasonable. Same strange mist still behind them, however, thankful that it's not reached them as of yet. "You okay?" Angie asks as Nolan had been quiet for a while. He nods while shrugging his shoulders. "Yep," is all he gets out. "Hey bro, no worries, we got all night. So we get started late, easy enough, so maybe we cut out a movie to make up for it. We only got a mile or so to go. Besides, I get to explain to Mom how I 86'd her truck." "True, and she always said I'd be the death of the hunk of shit." He laughs, his spirits raising up Nolan's. Josh and Digger come up fast as the fog crawls up the road. "Okay, that's a thing. Better keep an eye out for traffic." Sherm gives the advice that all of them had taken into account already, needing to say it out loud. They keep moving. Somewhat closer together than they were before. They can all see the light now reflected back at them by the fog, which sweeps across the pavement. Sherm keeps watch for the sudden falls, as he did before, as their pace is slowed accordingly. A silent air, which only swirls of serpents in the fog. As they come over the knoll and down the swerving road to each side of the valley walls, closing in.